Hi ladies, I wanted to make just a very quick video just to give you kind of my 3-week review of our new skincare regimen. Honestly, and I'm not saying this because these are products that I sell, because I would not sell Younique if I didn't truly stand behind and believe in the products. But I have used a lot of different skincare products on my skin over probably the last 15 or 20 years, maybe 15 years when I really started getting serious. I've used doctor's prescription items on my skin. I've used high-end cosmetic counter type skincare. I've used some that have come from other direct sales companies, and I can honestly tell you with complete honesty that my skin in the last 3 weeks is starting to completely transform. I am normally a very oily skinned person, even at the age of 54. And I have very heavy pores and clogged pores in this area and a lot of fine lines around my mouth, forehead, around my eyes. So here's what I've been using, and I've tried the entire line. I've been using it religiously both morning and nighttime, and honestly my skin has never looked better. I can use so much less foundation on my skin because my tone has evened up. The fine lines are starting to soften. The texture is so much better. My skin looks radiant even without my makeup on, which is the first time that I can say that in forever and ever and ever. So what I do and how I start in the morning is my favorite cleanser is our pore purifying cleanser, and it has little scrubby jojoba beads in it, and so I just moisten my face with a little bit of water. I put about a dime size amount on my hand and I scrub that into my face. It's a very gentle scrub, but it has a little bit of an exfoliant to it. And then I add a little bit more water and it works into a nice rich lather. So I do this in the morning and then I do it again in the evening. And then I dry my face off. I use a little bit of our rose water as a toner. I just spritz that all over my face, neck, and chest. Let that dry. And then I use the Instant Lifting Serum. And what I'm finding with the Instant Lifting Serum is the way that I originally first started doing it was kind of patting it on the individual areas. And then I found when I went to use my makeup, sometimes it would leave a little bit of a white residue underneath. And so the way I've been doing it lately is I just pump onto my fingertips and kind of rub them together. And then I just pat it on the areas that I want to treat. And so doing it much lighter, because originally I was actually adding a little bit too much, I think, of this, has made a big difference in how it soaks into my skin and then how my makeup goes on over the top of it. But with that being said, and again, it has that Activin XEP, which makes a big difference in relaxing and plumping up the fine lines around your mouth, your lips, forehead area, and your fine lines and crow's feet. It also, I've had customers say that it's helping with their dark circles under their eyes, and also with the puffiness that is under the eyes too. So this is that Instant Lifting Serum, the new one. But when you use this during the day, it's very important that you do a moisturizer over the top of it, or you may see some of it show through on your makeup. And so I've kind of been alternating, and I can't decide which one I like better. Like I said, normally I'm extremely oily, so I was using the Renewing Day Cream, which has kind of a mattifying effect to it. But I'm finding now, as I'm giving my skin the nutrients that it needs, I'm not as oily as I used to be. My skin is more normalized because I'm actually giving it lots of good hydration, and I just feel like it's resetting kind of the way my skin is producing the oil. So I also am really enjoying the hydrating, and I just use a little bit, maybe a pea-sized amount for my entire face, and I put that on over the serum, and then my makeup goes on great. With both of these new moisturizers, they have that SPF 20 in them, so I feel like because my skin tone is improving, some of my dark spots are decreasing, and then I'm protecting my skin so that as soon as I go out in the sun, I'm not getting those dark spots again. So that's my daytime routine. And then in the evening, it's pretty important before you wash your face at night that you take off all your makeup. And however you decide you want to do that, whether it be just a wet washcloth that you take it off with, Some people will use baby wipes and some other makeup wipes. Just be careful with those. Sometimes they do have alcohol and they will strip the oils off of your face. And so I use our Shine wipes because they're loaded with jojoba, sunflower oil, vitamin E, and rosemary to help the tone and take away redness and irritation on your face. And so they're a good nutrient, hydrating rich, and they take the makeup off great. Even the 3D mascara comes right off. And I know a friend of mine tried to use a baby wipe to do it on a video that I was watching, and it was much harder to get the 3D fiber mascara off with the baby wipe. And so I use our Shine cloths. I take off all of my makeup with one of these, and then I do my wash again. So again, I use the Pore Purifying Wash for me. I have normal to oily skin, or you can use the gentle moisture boosting one if you have dry skin. So I wash my face at night, and then twice a week I do the charcoal bamboo mask, and that's that dark gel that bubbles and foams. And this has made a huge difference, I think, in my face as well. It also has helped my son Matthew, who has, I've talked about him before with his acne. And so I use this just twice a week on both he and I. You put about a tablespoon amount on a moistened face. It'll go on black like a black gel, and then it starts to bubble and fizz. That's the oxygenation part of it. And then it turns kind of a light gray color. You leave it on for 5 minutes and then rinse it off in the shower. That's the best way I'm finding to do it. Then you don't make a mess of your washcloths and all of that, and it rinses right off in the shower. So that would be my step in the evening on the nights I'm going to do it twice a week after I wash my face. Okay, so then once I take the mask off, again, I use my rose water, spritz that. This is a toner. It'll help if you have redness and rosacea. It's a natural antibiotic in it. It has lots of great benefits. It smells amazing, so it's kind of an aromatherapy as well. And then in the evening, I still use our Uplift Beauty Serum. It actually comes in a bottle like this now with a dropper. This is the bottle that I had before, but I'll just drop maybe 4 drops in my hand, and I pat that around my face and massage it into my face, neck, and chest. And then I put this amazing time-correcting night cream, and this has been one of the biggest surprises of the whole line for me. Not only does it have that same Activin XEP that the Instant Lift Serum has, so you put this on and all of those benefits are going into your skin as you sleep and repair. It's a little bit thicker. It's more of a cream consistency. And at first I felt like, you probably can't even see that with this light, but it is a little bit thicker. It's a night cream basically, but I'll just dab it on, not too much on my face. I do it over the top of the beauty serum, the Uplift Beauty Serum, and then I do that at night, and then I go to bed at night. When I wake up in the morning, the first few nights that I used it, I still could feel a little bit of it on my skin in the morning, not in a bad way, but just I could feel it. I could tell it was on there. My skin was soft, but what I'm finding now is that my skin is absorbing that more, and when I wake up in the morning, all I feel is softness. I don't even feel the cream on my face. And so, again, it has that active ingredient that is in the instant lifting serum, so I'm getting that benefit during the day when I use this, and then I get it throughout the night when I'm sleeping when I use the night cream. And so I am completely thrilled with each and every one of these. Obviously, we have some that are more for dry skin, some that are more for normal to oily skin, but as a whole, this line is incredible. My skin has never felt softer. Like I said, I'm using much less makeup on my skin, and I feel like my skin has a more youthful, dewy complexion to it. The dullness that I had in my skin is gone, and probably a lot of that is from the mask because it does lift out impurities. Matthew's skin has never looked better. It's crazy. I was having to use gels and oral antibiotics for him and all kinds of stuff to treat his breakouts because they were just kind of continuous with him. And since I've been using the Pore Purifying Cleanser on him and the mask, his skin texture, even my husband noticed it, and he is not one that notices that kind of stuff. I've been able to back off on his oral antibiotic a little bit, and hopefully we'll get him off that completely once we get his skin a little bit more normalized. And then I can use the SPF moisturizer on him too because he's a little bit sensitive to sun. And so all in all, I find that this is good for any age, young, old. any skin type, we can just adjust it to meet your skin requirements. So if you have any other questions, please, please, please message me and ask. Everybody that I've shared the products with so far have been very happy with them, and so I would love to help you find the products that are perfect for your skin type too. Okay, bye guys.